Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Onyx, and I'm your chief show attendant. On behalf of the two hosts and the rest of the crew, welcome aboard Weird Wednesday Tea non-stop from your current location to parts unknown. Our flight will be at about 2 hours, and we'll be flying at the speed of sound. At this time, make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position, and that your seatbelt is currently fastened. Enjoy the ride.
What's up? How's it going? Welcome to Weird Wednesday. How's it going, Jamie?
How's it going?
Oh, you know,
Is that
happening. There we go. Jeez.
is that a acceptable audio?
Yep.
Right. I couldn't think of the word I was trying to think of.
Pre-approved audio clippage. Yep. Comes with a restream.
Wow.
So how's everybody been doing? Doing. What's up, weirdos?
I believe it's already been a week.
Yeah, really.
Oh, and in that amount of time, looky what I just got today. Looky. A smart wireless charger for my phone.
Oh, nice.
And for $7 make you holla. I thought I was just getting one cord for $7. Well, there's 4 in there.
Oh, nice.
Plus, I went the next morning and ran to Walgreens and got a compatible one. So now I can have it in my purse, one in the car, this and that. So I'm at Walgreens. I'm well aware I have a lightning cable. I'm also well aware that lightning cables need to be compatible with certain phones.
Yep.
So I'm looking, of course, they have the little, screwed on security things. And a woman who was trying to be very helpful, working for Hallmark, wants to help me find a cord. So it's just hard because I'm trying to read the back to see which one's compatible because it doesn't tell you on the front. She points to the box and says, yeah, well, see, I have an iPhone and I know that they're supposed to be flat like that. I said, yes, a lightning cable. I said, but I need to make sure because I have an older iPhone, an 11, that is compatible. Well, I have an iPhone, and it looks like that. Okay. Well, I end up just twisting the box to look at the back and pop the whole damn thing right off the security thing, which, if anybody wants to know, because it is just, they are just stuck to that thing by these little paper hooks that they're on. So
Yeah.
all you have to do is twist them. They do pop right off. If you don't want to wait for someone to come get it off for you and then go in line. I'm not saying
Yeah.
steal it. I'm saying if you don't want to sit and wait to have someone come and unlock it for you, they pop right off. But I found a compatible one. I thanked her for all of her help,
Cool.
and it works. This cheap other $7 one, because the one my mom was letting me use for her Samsung, it's like hit or miss. It doesn't usually work. It didn't work,
Yeah.
but I haven't had a problem since then. So yeah.
Yeah, my last gig that I played, I threw away 3 charging cords and a couple of those little dongles that go into your phone so you can plug a speaker, like a 3.5 whatever jack into it.
Yeah.
Threw away a XLR cable, a mic cable. It's like all the shit that wasn't working or was like half and half working, like,
Or you had it like taped up or something.
yeah, had it all taped up, and yeah, all that crap went in the trash can. I'm like,
Good.
I'm just done with it all.
That's what I'm starting to do. Like screw it, because I have a wad. I can stick my hand in here right now and pull out a wad of crap. Just scrap it.
Yeah.
Whatever's no good.
So yeah, last week I was saying, there was a lot of misfortune, mishaps around town here, finding dead bodies and this and that. And I said, yeah, I haven't talked to my police friends. I talked to them. It's like, yeah, it was busy last week. We found 12 dead people. Like, holy crap.
Not just missing, but dead?
Yeah.
Where? Can you say?
Just all over. Yeah. Like,
what kind of a vicinity? How close knit?
Well, there's one just right down the road from me, but he said that was a natural.
Was that the beach?
No, the one at the beach wasn't a natural one. That was self-inflicted.
Oh.
There was a few of those and a few just unalived ones found. And yeah. Said it was quite the busy week. And that was last week. I don't even know.
So different circumstances?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like all kinds of stuff going on.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, it's because they're turning up the frequencies and our brains are going crazy. I had that article about the man who actually is sensitive to the EMF. I told you how I did them tests. It can really drive people crazy.
Yeah, it was quite the busy week here, supposedly.
I saw the gentleman that stabbed his mother or father nearby here on the 1st was sentenced, I think, today.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was like another girl or something that killed one of her parents. But yeah, so them sentencings are all coming up. Oh, we did have another freeway shooting, or off the freeway in Fremont. They shot at a guy, killed him.
Crazies.
Crazy.
Yeah, Debbie, I'll be playing down there in Palm Coast again towards the end of this month. It's called the Hammock Bar and Grill now, or the Hammock Grill. Same guy that used to own it owns it again. I'm a drummer in my band. He's drumming that night, not cooking. Yeah, Zariana, it's been, there were several of those here last week. Crazy. I don't know. It's a weird world we live in nowadays.
Do any of you guys have any, like, are you noticing where you live in, like, say, a 25-mile vicinity, an uptick in things like this also? Or is it just kind of like normal?
Yeah. I need to get a scanner radio again. I had the app. I use the app, but it doesn't get the local stuff here.
I need a scanner radio again too. There was the 50 app. They took away 50 app. Now it's a paid 50 app. There's a few other scanners I just looked at. The same thing. It's like trials, this and that. And then there's certain counties that have removed it completely. Like Oakley was one of the first to remove it because they think it gives, like a heads up, even though it's considered personal, like security, you know, or whatever the word is for, being able to know what's going on. Because when something's really, really bad, even like when you're listening to the scanner, like on the radio, they go, okay, move to channel 1 or move to channel 0. That's like the emergency channel. And then the chatter goes quiet and they're, talking SWAT, talking whatever, like on a secure channel.
Yeah.
But if there's a fire or ambulances and you're hearing a bunch of it, it's good to know like what area to stay off of.
Yeah.
But I was just doing that last night, trying to find a new scanner because I don't have a radio anymore.
This guy, I don't know. Is it a guy? I don't know. This was interesting today here. This guy robbed the bank right down the road from my house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, our pictures disappeared again.
I'm trying to figure out, is he wearing like a scuba mask or are those some big pimpin' sunglasses or what is it? It looks like
They look like goggles.
Yeah, like scuba mask.
Snorkeling
what is that in his
goggles.
hand? Is that a bag or like a hockey catcher mitt or something? I don't know.
Big ass tortilla.
Maris bank robbery, 2:30. Update. This photo attached is the post of the suspect in the morning bank robbery, described as a thin-build white male wearing goggles. Yeah, they're goggles. St. John Sheriff's Office Major Crime Unit is investigating. If you have information or witness anything suspicious, please call St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. There are no injuries. The suspect description is unknown at this time. If you were in the area between 10:50 and 11 a.m. and witnessed anything suspicious, please call the sheriffs. So he didn't rob the bank. He got away with it. Yeah, that's my bank. That's where I bank at. And
What's up? Tell people that.
they robbed the bank, stole all my money.
You want to pop up that photo?
Sure.
I know many of you guys know Debbie Anderson. We all love Debbie Anderson. Everybody that knows her, loves Chris. And I saw this special and I want to share it because I'm hoping, I'm planning on getting it for myself for my birthday. I always say I get myself a deck for my birthday. And she's having a very limited sale, so I have to jump on this fast. But this way I'll be able to get like all 3 of the decks I want for basically the price of like if I was just to get like a deck. And I wanted it to be something special, so she's having this right now at a great time. It could end anytime now, so we have to jump on it. But it's a vibrational sale, limited time, great pricing for all online purchases. She's got the Vibrational Energy Oracle deck for $15, which is a savings of 10. The Vibrational Earth Children Oracle deck for $10. So you're saving $15 on that. So I'm going to get the adult oracle. And then she's got her 2 affirmation decks. I Am Vibrational Affirmation deck for $10, which is a savings of 15. And the I Am Sacred Affirmation deck, same thing, $10, a saving of 15. And shipping costs apply. So definitely I want to get the oracle and the 2 affirmations. I've been wanting her collection since the very first time I saw her work with it. I felt very attached to it, but I wanted to get them all at the same time, and it can be a little bit pricey. So I saw this, I thought I'm jumping on it. And for all you guys too that love Debbie and love her work and her cards, I just wanted to let you guys know that she's having this.
Do you have any of her decks
like
now?
I said, any day. I have none.
I've got 2 or 3 of them.
I think I sent you one of them. It might have been the Oracle. Was it the Oracle?
No, my light's in my face and I can't see all my cards up here. I thought they were all right, sitting right here. Yeah, well, so much for thinking, right?
I didn't know you had other of her decks.
Yeah, I think I have 2 or 3.
Oh, well, then you would have all of them if you have 3.
Maybe I only have 2. I don't have the newest.
Because when I asked her about it, and I'm like, I'm not sure which one would be like the good one to get if I'm just going to get one deck, like whatever. I think she had gone with like the Oracle, because then the other ones, can add to it. And I like the way they all kind of like work together, and the artwork is just beautiful. They all have such beautiful messages, and just I know so many of you guys are card deck collectors and everything, and this is just a very, very special deck collection to have in your collection. So I didn't want anybody to miss out on this.
Yeah, it's a good sale going on right now for sure.
Mm-hmm. So happy birthday to me. I wanted something special. I'm thinking, I'm just going to have to look through decks and just see what speaks to me, because there was that other one on that cactus whatever that I wanted that I don't think they're ever reprinting. And I wanted something special. Every year I get a rock that's sentimental and a candle and a deck. And then this just literally the next day I saw this, and prayers answered.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll do some cards later. I'll use this one if I can find it. Okay.
Oh, and in our I don't have it on the live videos right now that we're on, but the posts for the event earlier, in the comments where I put the YouTube link, I did put the photo and the copy pasted the links and everything I just read. And I'll add this stuff to these live ones afterwards too. Hey, Royal.
Cool.
Peppy's just amazing. I always say her and Chris like know how to do life. Like they know how to do life.
Yeah, I like how they went on vacation and just decided, hey, let's just live here.
And what is it with the ocean? She has like, oh goodness, I forgot. Like words with the ocean or motion of with the ocean. It's just they're so full of just light and what life is supposed to be, and they found their own piece of paradise in a corner of, you know, what can be so ugly and so crazy and so wild. They have found their piece of heaven, and they just live it to the fullest, and I really admire them.
Emotions of the ocean. There you go.
Yeah, emotions of the ocean. I could see us doing that.
Yeah. Well, this doesn't have to do anything with the emotions of the ocean, but it does have to do with secretive Russian satellites release mystery objects into orbit.
I saw this and I didn't get to read it yet.
It says the 3 satellites known as Cosmos have released an object into orbit, and nobody's quite sure what it could be. Even the satellites themselves, which were launched from the Plesetsk Cosmodrome on February 2nd, remain something of a mystery, having spent the last couple of months seemingly conducting proximity operations, maneuvering close to other objects in orbit. Russia has provided no information about the satellites or what they are doing, leading to speculation over their true purpose and what their ultimate goal might be. Now, according to reports, there's evidence to suggest that a new object appeared in orbit on March 18th, and it's likely to have been deployed by one of Russia's Cosmos satellites. As things stand, the nature and purpose of this object remains unknown. It could be some kind of military experiment, a technology demonstration, some sort of target practice device, or an unidentified piece of scientific equipment. Or it could be that thing that Marvin the Martian was talking about. The thing that makes that gigantic boom. Whatever the case, it's unlikely that Russia is going to be forthcoming with any details. In the latest long series of clandestine orbital operations over the past few years, not just by Russia, but by the space agencies of the United States and China as well, all 3 countries have been launching secretive missions into space, and there really is no telling what they are up to. Some of these could be spy missions, while others might be designed to have trial technologies with the potential to destroy or disable enemy satellites. While no armed conflict has ever been conducted against other nations in space, it may be only a matter of time before the final frontier witnesses its first hostile action. Space Wars. Pew, pew, pew. All that stuff going on. Who knows? Big bada boom.
There's so much stuff that goes up there we don't even hear about.
Yeah. It's surprising there's any room up there. After all, Elon's satellites that he's been throwing up there, thousands and thousands of them.
And they all orbit at a certain,
Picture in my mind, like watching old Star Trek when they're going through the asteroid fields,
mhm.
That's what I picture going to space. It's got to be like soon. You got to get through all the gauntlet of space garbage and satellites and everything else.
The belt.
Well, speaking of space objects,
I think this is the one I have to read off my screenshots because something didn't open. Space objects.
I missed that one, Debbie. Unless it's the one I have tonight, which might be. No, it's not.
Close Encounter. Oh, so this actually was I think February 2023, but this is supposedly new footage of it, and I gave Rob the YouTube link for it. Is this the one I had to screenshot? No. Nothing was opening today. I literally was screenshotting articles off of my computer. Shows a U.S. warship facing off with 2 Tic Tac aircraft as 4 mysterious objects were spotted darting around the destroyer. The objects are captured taking off in a synchronized flight off the coast of Southern California, stunning sailors aboard the USS Jackson, who claimed they saw 4 in total. That one picture with the little black thing, the first one with the little black thing circled, says 2 UFOs were chillingly caught on a U.S. naval camera on the coast of Southern California. And then the other photo with the circle under the hair, the crosshair there. It says the objects are captured darting around. And then they give a look of what the aircraft they say looks like. New bombshell footage shows the unbelievable moment 2 of the UFO burst from the ocean during the February 2023 incident. Their shape resembles a 2004 sighting of a Tic Tac shaped UFO, the same waters with the incident investigated by a top secret government program. I'm trying to look at that because it's almost kind of like the one my mom saw, only whatever's on the bottom looked more like it was on the top of the thing she saw. Remember the thing that went by her bedroom window? I think that was last year. One of the stunned sailors told News 8, "Now all we witnessed was all 4 of them. all synchronous jetting into the abyss. All four, all timed together, and all left. And we were like, holy shit. The second they left, maybe 3-4 seconds pass. I run to my station and I look at my radar, and they're all off radar. That's it. They've all zoomed off. But it's clear that they're in communication with one another and synchronized, like 3, 2, 1, countdown. Let's all go. I think unless there's some level of like one entity controlling all four of them, then they all leave at the same time. And the former Defense Department analyst Merrick von Renkamp added fuel to the UFO fire, analyzing flight data from the exact time and location of the sighting, concluding U.S. aircrafts in the area. He said, I don't think it's ours. I don't think it's ours. I suspect there are better places for us to showcase that kind of equipment to unwitting sailors. That just doesn't make sense. I would hope that guy like actually knew what was ours or not. I really don't think this man should say, I don't think it's ours. You know, a Defense Department analyzer. The latest incident with chilling footage bears similarities to the infamous Nimitz incident a whopping 2 decades prior. Several pilots, and we all remember this, several pilots encountered the unknown flying object as it sped off over the Pacific near Mexico on November 14th, 2004. We all remember this. And they're going back and forth and recounting their thoughts when all that happened. So in this situation, you're talking about 4 people, all eyeballs on, ranging in experience from relatively new in a fleet squadron to myself, who had over 16 years of flying, and a fellow F-18 pilot. Lieutenant Chad Underwood flew out and caught the object on video, which was published by the New York Times in 2017. So they're still talking about that other one. So yeah, going back to this one, this is the footage. That I guess has just come out from 2023.
It's always the BDSS team. Like 22,008. That shit took off earlier.
It's pretty trippy the way it's moving.
It's always the BDSS team. Like 22,008. That shit took off earlier.
Weird.
What are those little white are those tracker lights or
I'm
something?
not sure.
So that, a couple of years old, it's just now coming out. Makes me wonder why.
Yeah. Here's the UFO footage from Daytona Beach. Debbie.
Mm.
I can't do it. It's 2 lines now. Oh, it's flying around it. It's flying around it. It's 2 lines now. It's so many of them. Okay, hold on.
Is
Okay, let me go.
beaten.
My heart coming out my chest right now. My heart coming out my chest right now.
Better catch it.
Y'all, I got real alien activity going on. They searching that it came out of the ocean. That is not a moon, and it's not a sun. It's 10 o'clock at night. I seen it come out of the ocean, y'all. There are fucking ships. I don't know what the fuck these are. They're flying around it. They're circling it. There's one above it. There's one on each side of it. There's one right there. There's one right there. Y'all can't see them. I don't know if y'all see them, but do you see them? Okay, they're going towards that. We seen it come out of the fuck.
Where'd it come from? Out of the effing ocean.
Y'all.
That was pretty weird.
Mm-hmm.
Hot Ones is an enormous
Hey,
success. They've been entertaining us weekly since
YouTube just going on by itself. Hot Ones, you can tell what I've been watching.
Yeah, definitely strange.
Yeah. You know, I've seen some strange stuff over the ocean. Haven't seen anything recently, but I definitely have my share of odd things out there. Orange lights. Weird.
Orange lights.
So this guy, sleepwalking man, punches through bedroom window with his bare fist. Anybody sleepwalk?
I do.
You do?
Mm-hmm. I forgot our pictures again.
Damn it. Damn it.
How come they don't have the little format like the other one?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been known to eat ribs while sleepwalking.
You what?
I've been known to eat ribs while sleepwalking.
Ribs.
It's a joke in the family. Yes. Okay. It's embarrassing because I'm not like a meat person, but some years ago, I was like in my teens or whatever. I sleptwalked into the refrigerator and apparently ate a whole bunch of leftover ribs. Went back to bed, had barbecue sauce all over the place. Ha 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 ha. I never hear the end of it.
Well, I've seen weirder things. I went out with Sam, used to sleepwalk. I went over to her house one time and I was like, why is there toast in the bathroom? And then it was like, oh, and why is your toothbrush in the refrigerator?
Oh dear.
Yeah, there's buttered toast in the bathroom. I went in the bathroom and I was like, that's a strange place to keep buttered toast.
She probably completely forgot that she made it and wanted it. We just sat it down, like moving on to the next. Like, oh, you know what sleepwalker I'm thinking of on TikTok? Yikes.
Yeah.
She does some crazies, but I think she induces some of that for her views.
Well, this guy, who he had been having a nightmare at the time, woke up to find himself in a scene from a horror movie. Sleepwalking can be disconcerting thing to contend with at the best of times, but when you end up punching through a window in your sleep, it can also become downright terrifying. The recent reality. Good God, who wrote this? iRobot. This became a reality for 27-year-old David Murphy from Cork, Ireland, who had been sound asleep one night when he awoke to find himself standing next to the bedroom window. This wasn't the worst of it, though, as he quickly realized that the window glass had been smashed to pieces and his mangled hand was now gushing with blood. He later recalled that he had been having a nightmare at the time in which he had believed himself to be trapped inside a shrinking room. In a bid to escape, he had started pounding his fists against the walls, only to awaken to find that he had actually punched through his bedroom window. I've experienced sleepwalking before, but nothing like this, he said. After he woke up, his girlfriend took him to a local hospital where he received 45 stitches in his injured hand, and his hand also required weeks of physiotherapy in an effort to restore his full use of it. Murphy has since spoken to a psychiatrist about his bouts of sleepwalking. The psychiatrist linked it to my own fear of death for myself, my friends, and my loved ones. A form of OCD, he said. I was prescribed antidepressants to help with it, with the overthinking. At first, I felt like taking medication would be giving in to it in some way, but it's actually starting to really help me. Well, as long as he's not busting out windows with his bare hands, that could get you in quite a bit of trouble.
A lot of times now, I won't be sleepwalking per se, but I have the nightmare issue. I get a lot of these motions. So if you're next to me, you might get a fist like popped in the mouth by accident.
Yep.
Doesn't happen that often, but it's known to happen. People will be sleeping and all of a sudden just, but I used to have a daybed that had bars all around it. Yikes, man. Or like a bed with like a horrible headboard. I'd swing back and end up with bruises all over my wrists and stuff. People are like, "What are you grabbing you? Are you eating myself in my sleep?"
Yeah. How do you get these bruises?
Walk or drive outside, especially like on not us. What is that sleeping pill? It starts with an A.
Ambien.
Ambien, yes. The man woke up. His wife woke up in the head of, like, in the arms of her husband. He was about to crack her neck. Like he was having a nightmare that he just shot a deer and was going to crack its neck. Well, he had grabbed the wife and was about to snap her neck. And some of these Ambien stories are like pretty crazy. People will definitely drive and do like insane things, make phone calls. I know people close to me, like just very close, that have made weird phone calls. They've gone driving looking for people. I myself, when I was prescribed them, ordered like $250 of Len hair care products online. Like I was up one night and I don't know how much of the men who sell the knives at night. I called like 30 times to ask them to like show me knives and stuff. They're like, "This is an 800 number. Why did you call this number so many times? Show me this, show me that." And I spent a couple hundred on knife kits. So I guess I just compulsively shopped. Yep. I quit taking it after that.
Yeah, I had a friend that her kids would like just get up She like found him outside sitting in the car. Both of them just like eyes wide open, but nobody was there. At least they got in the car and stayed in the car, and they didn't just like walk off. But yeah, strange.
Oh wow, Ulrich. Wait, that is you, Ulrich, right? Something happened the other day in my head, like 2 weeks ago, where all of a sudden I looked at your name and I thought, wait, is that someone new or did the name change? I thought, is that Ulrich? So to be sure, I was calling you by your handle name. But in the back of my head, I've been thinking, is that
Yeah.
Ulrich? But you mentioned Denmark, so I'm going to say it is.
Yeah. Sleepwalking, man, it's a weird thing.
That's crazy. We had the sleepwalkers, remember? No, he wasn't a sleepwalker. He just liked to sneak into people's houses and sniff feet or something,
Suck
suck toes. I don't think he was a sleepwalker,
Toe
though.
sucking varmint. Oh man, that's just weird. The weirdest one was the guy that was in the nursing home that would, like, patients would wake up and he'd be at the end of the bed gobbling down toes. What the?
Yeah, like what is up with that?
Go out on a limb here and say you got kind of a weird fetish, fella. Sucking grandpa's toes in the middle of the night under a sheet.
I would be livid if somebody was sucking my mom's
Mm.
feet.
Some people have a strange foot thing.
I would go walk in like some nasty, horrible cow shit, and I'd give him my foot and say, "Suck this bitch." No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Find all the nastiness I could find.
There'd
Walk
be
through
somebody
it.
out there that would just think that was the cat's meow.
Yeah, I guess
Bee's
so.
knees.
So they're crapping themselves backwards inside out the next day.
Ugh.
I don't take people messing with my mom's feet lightly.
Could you just face away from?
Oh, Debbie. Oh, oh. That's like the floss after.
That's just some extra cheese on the burger right there.
Oh, good Lord, good Lord.
Hmm.
They say if it smells like corn chips, that means something. They say that about dogs' feet, but I smelled some other person's feet that smelled kind of like corn chips too. So I thought it probably still applies the bacteria like thing. They say if your dog's paws smell like corn chips, it's like a bacteria thing. But there was a guy take his shoes off and it would smell like corn chips.
Somebody got a bag of Fritos open in here, or is that your feet?
Fritos. Frito-Lay.
Frito-Lay. Yeah, my dog smells like Frito chips every once in a while, like corn chips.
I'm thinking back to my Rottweiler. Like, he had some, paws because he was a ranch dog and, he ran outside all the time. So he had the crackly kind of, outdoor doggies, ranch dog feet. But I still played with his toesies and his feet. And he'd lay there, put his paw on me, and it's like, it kind of smells like corn chips.
Kind of makes me want a taco or a burrito.
It makes me want some chili to dip those
Got any
policies in.
nacho cheese? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he probably had some. I'm thinking, like, he probably had some sort of little poor paw bacterial thing I didn't even
Yeah.
know about. It means you're too damn close. That's true.
Mm.
Oh, Azariana, is that something from personal experience? That could be kind of kinky. A golden shower beer over the toesies for people who like that kind of thing.
Well,
I'm not a foot person at all. I don't like my feet touched. I don't like my feet touched. I don't want to touch anybody else's feet. Boot. Bootsy.
would you pass me that snack cracker while you wear those fancy boots? Just one more oatmeal pie.
Like, my ex-husband is, a little overweight. He's going through cancer surgery. He couldn't cut his toenails. I admit I helped him cut his toenails. But I thought that's what a wife should do. He hated every second of it, but I did it because he needed help. But if I'm laying there and you grab my foot, you be prepared for like a double kick to the chin. Because I have a reflex and I will kick.
How'd you get those stitches in your chin, Mr. Autry? I touched my friend's foot and she karate kicked me in the face.
Actually, she warned me to never grab her feet, and I just didn't listen.
Yeah.
So I guess I got what was coming to me. Because I will warn.
Why is your tooth sticking out the side of your head?
Because I thought it'd be cute to grab the toe of a person with PTSD and who hates her feet touched while she's sleeping. Or probably in the middle of a horrible nightmare.
Well,
Mm.
speaking of a horrible nightmare, I can't even see how this would be anything good about this.
Was your friend into it though, Azariana? Yeah, it was probably definitely a foot fetish. Yes, this is strange. And it's like, why you brush your teeth, like, oh, you eat KFC, brush your teeth and it still smells like chicken, like people that are attracted to the taste of chicken, people who want their mouth to taste like chicken. They just always need to have chicken on their breath. Like, I don't understand. Are they gonna have like macaroni and mashed potato gravy?
I was dating this girl and I kissed her and I swear it tasted like KFC.
She tasted like chicken.
Made me want to eat her.
The girl tasted like
Things are
chicken.
looking good.
Ah. KFC introduces toothpaste and it is selling out. And I thought Pop-Tarts and Oreos were too much.
They have
Recently,
They have Pop-Tarts and Oreo toothpaste.
no, they have crazy tarts. If you look up they have like the most insane, craziest flavors of Pop-Tarts and Oreos that you can ever imagine. Some now are fake. You'll find some AI ones, but they'll have like these like promotions where you'll have like pickle flavored like Oreos or pickled flavor, whatever the other thing was.
I think I saw something like that the other day in Walmart. I walked by and it was some, I don't know if it was Oreos or what, some cookie, and it was like dill pickle flavored, like instead of chocolate chips, it was like dill chips or something weird.
Yeah, like they'll have crazy things like that. And some people buy it for the novelties. Oh, ketchup, like ketchup flavored like Pop Tart.
Ugh.
Just crazy, crazy. In fact, like let's just for shits and giggles, let's say craziest Pop Tart flavors. Craziest. So the weirdest Pop Tarts of all times, we've got A&W root beer, watermelon, hot fudge sundae. These ones aren't so bad. Blue raspberry, peanut butter and jelly, pumpkin pie. I should say the most disgusting. Most disgusting.
Yeah. I think I'm going to pass on those.
Yeah. There's just like.
Well, although Darcy and me were at Village Inn one night. Do they have Village Inns out there?
It sounds kind of familiar, but I don't know.
Or it may have been Denny's. I can't remember, but they had this maple bacon something milkshake,
Oh.
and we actually ordered it and tried it, and it was actually pretty damn good. It was a milkshake with maple syrup and bacon and something else in it.
I've heard that some of those things will be actually good.
Yeah, it was actually not bad. I never ordered another one, but it wasn't like, it wasn't like took a sip and it was like over there retching. It was actually, I think we finished it.
Some of the worst Oreos: watermelon, buttered popcorn, fruit punch, candy corn, hot chicken wing Oreos, gummy bear Oreos, cookie and cream carrot and candy. Cookie and cream, isn't that what cookie and cream is?
I thought so.
An Oreo? Well, what we've got here is the fried chicken. Now I gotta get that cat. Bootsy, come on. Bootsy.
Yeah, I have tried chocolate covered bacon before too, and it was pretty good.
These cats, man.
Lucy's on a rampage.
So they recently introduced a fried chicken flavor toothpaste. The flavors are inspired by all of KFC's 11 herbs and spices, according to a news release. Like biting into a hot, juicy piece of KFC original recipe chicken, this toothpaste is irresistible, coating your teeth in flavor before leaving your mouth feeling fresh and clean. Oxymoron. The news release said of Kentucky-based fast food chain's new toothpaste. KFC partnered with toothpaste manufacturer His Smile to unveil the newest dental hygiene product for a limited time. We love pushing boundaries, and what better way to do that than by bringing KFC's legendary flavors into an everyday essential, His Smile marketing manager Coben Jones has said. Oh, it looks like they even have KFC electric toothbrushes. This collab is bold, unexpected, and seriously fun. Apparently, finger licking good toothpaste appeals to the oral care minded public. His toothpaste, which is offered exclusively on the His Smile website for $13, was sold out as of Tuesday morning. I don't know what day this was. Fox News Digital reached out to a representative for His Smile to find out when more of the toothpaste would be available. Toothpaste description of the website claims it contains a fluoride-free formula and has long-lasting oral health benefits. While people eager to get their hands on a tube of the toothpaste will have to wait for the next supply, they can always try the new KFC electric toothbrush, which is still available for $59 on the His Smile website. Ew, and then they show it with like an open box of like sauce. It's like, ugh, I just pictured them dipping it in the ketchup and the toothbrush has 3 dynamic cleaning modes, soft tapered bristles, and a built-in timer. Basically, it's an electric toothbrush with the KFC logo printed on it. It's the perfect mix of fun and function for the ultimate smile. So, yeah.
I don't know about that.
How many of y'all would try it? Jalapeno toothpaste, she says. Chocolate covered bacon.
I'd rather have strawberry and dazzle flavored toothpaste than chicken toothpaste. I don't know. You know, my dog's had toothpaste that tastes like chicken. She likes it.
Oh, now that would be a good way to get your dog to brush their teeth. Yeah. They would probably want to eat it.
Can I have some more of that KFC flavored toothpaste?
Like you're making out with someone and like you're just tasting KFC.
Yeah. Kiss me with that 11 spices.
And what a mind screw, because it would taste like this person just ate and it's a dirty mouth, but it's a just brushed mouth that tastes like chicken. Ew. And then people can swipe the never mind.
Come over here and give me
That's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
sloppy chicken kisses.
I'm not even going to say it.
No?
You know what people do with like peanut butter and things.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do it with the toothpaste.
Oh, yeah.
Bananas. See, I like just a regular minty toothpaste. I don't like cinnamon toothpaste. I don't like wintergreen toothpaste. I like straight like Colgate mint toothpaste.
Yep.
And then Listerine, that'll rip the skin out of my mouth like paint
But-
thinner.
Then again, they do have kids' toothpaste that tastes like cotton candy and Zots and everything else.
Do you
So,
like that though?
no, not really.
Yeah, I'm not keen on that. I'm gonna go grab a cat. Hang on.
Juggle them. Juggle them, kitties. KFC flavored toothpaste. Rich. Well, this one's weird. I got a little video for this one too. It's not as defined as the UFO over Daytona, but nevertheless, it is pretty interesting. And it says a peculiar, very peculiar piece of footage circulating online shows a mysterious metallic sphere cruising through the sky before the odd orb comes to land in a field. The intriguing video appeared online last week with scant information surrounding the strange sighting besides the claim that it was filmed in Colombia. But that as it may, the footage is undeniably compelling, and the witness managed to capture a remarkably clear and at times close-up view of the silver-colored orb as it moved across the sky at a remarkable speed before suddenly descending and ultimately coming to rest on the ground. Alas, the footage concludes shortly after the odd orb landed, thus providing only a brief glimpse of the object amid some brush. Suggesting the anomaly could be otherworldly, some UFO enthusiasts like the oddity to a similar mystifying metallic sphere filmed in 2016 by a U.S. military spy plane in Iraq. However, more skeptical observers argued that the orb could have been an errant balloon or a drone controlled by the witness. To that end, the video's enigmatic ending may be a clue that the scene was staged, since it seems unfathomable that someone would stop filming at the crescendo of the sighting when one would presumably be able to closely examine the curious sphere. Unless further information about the incident comes to light, the case will remain a mystery. What do you think of this mesmerizing footage? Weigh in with your thoughts on the Coast to Coast Facebook page. And let's see if the video is going to play here. Close that there window and open up this here video. That is not it. Let me try that again. Here's the video. Maybe. Nope, that's not it either. What in the hell's nations? Okay, my video has disappeared. I got to go get it again. So let me go get it. If you guys were filming a video and a UFO landed, would you go up to it to check it out?
I'd probably stay where I was at and kind of observe from that location. Just for a little bit, see what was going on.
Okay.
Don't know if I'd immediately go running up to it wanting to touch it.
Yeah.
The radiation and such.
All right. I'm going to try to play this off the Coast to Coast page. We'll see how this goes. Maybe. So he's got it filming it, and you see it kind of floating and flying around. Kerplunk. Okay, so you hear him breathing all of a sudden, and it's right there, and he turns and shuts the camera off. See, that's where it gets fishy to me.
Exactly.
It's like, why would you film that for 5 minutes and then it lands close enough that you could walk over to it, and all of a sudden you can hear you breathing and you turn the camera off and walk away? I'm calling some bullshit on that. I don't know. Maybe he was just freaked out and was like, I got to get out of here. I don't know.
See, when I'm scared, I always let things run, or I'll like whoever I was just talking to, a messenger, whatever, I'll hit them up. It's like whatever's convenient. I'm like, I'm just letting this run, so I have a record of whatever, and then I'll go do what I'm doing, but recording what I can while it's going on.
Yeah. I don't know. I think after I invested in filming this thing for 5 minutes, that if it landed, within 50, 75 yards of me, I'm going to at least keep filming from where I'm at. I may not go running up to it and like poke it with a stick, but I'm going to still continue to film it from where I'm at,
Definitely.
But who knows? Maybe he was thinking about YouTube views. Well, if I cut it short and then say, click here for part 2.
Never know. This is the one that has the link.
If it would pop up here. There we go.
So I've talked in the past about NASA trying to figure out how to do the space suits, so they can more efficiently crap in space, what to do. And they had a contest similar to this a few years ago. Once again, they're offering now, I don't remember the last prize, but they're offering $3 million in competition to recycle human poop in space.
What is
Dude.
NASA is offering $3 million to anyone who proposes technology to solve an unusual problem. I don't think it's all that unusual. Recycling feces and other human waste in space. The space agency's Luna Recycling Challenge calls on members of the public to propose a technological means of recycling astronauts' feces, urine, and vomit on the moon long-haul space flights. There are currently 96 bags of human waste that were left behind on the moon by astronauts from the Apollo missions, and the aim of the Lunar Recycle Challenge is to prevent adding to the stinky space stash. The chosen technology will be put to use on future space missions, including hypothetical long-term outposts on the moon. NASA is committed to sustainable space exploration. As we prepare for future human space missions, there will be a need to consider how various waste streams, including solid waste, can be minimized, as well as how waste can be stored, processed, and recycled in a space environment so that little or no waste will need to be returned to Earth. NASA has said on its website. It sounds to me like none of it's coming back to Earth. NASA's round of proposals to decide which ones will move on to the next phase of the competition. The team who comes out on top at the end of the competition will be awarded $3 million. And it doesn't really kind of goes with it. There's another story I was going to do, but I scrapped it at the last minute. That in the UK, they will be the first people to let me see here. UK has huge opportunity to be the world's first space sheriff for the new Wild West. And I had to screenshot all this so it didn't come out too good. But the UK wants to be in charge of being like the space sheriff for things such as waste and, you know, what to do about what we're doing up in space right now. Who will be the space sheriff? Who's gonna be in charge of space?
The final frontier. To go
Mhm.
where no
Probably
man has
the
gone
UN.
before. This is the crew of the USS Enterprise
Probably the UN.
on a mission.
So yeah, if you guys have any ideas on what to do with it, and get your entries in there, you could be eligible for a $3 million prize.
Let's see if the video is going to work.
Yeah, this is their like ad to get you to want to participate.
This is going to work. Here we go. Stop. Wait. Okay.
I wasn't sure if you could play YouTube on here or not.
If I can figure out how to do it right. Okay, here we go.
What does it take to keep a lunar base clean and green? As NASA
Don't
prepares
poop in the hallway.
to establish a human presence on and around the moon, reduce, reuse, recycle will become a universal motto, not just an earthly one. Just like on our home planet, future astronauts living on the moon will need to process waste, things like packaging, fabrics, and structural elements. With no garbage trucks or recycling bins, explorers of tomorrow will need innovative solutions to turn their trash into something useful. With limited resources on the moon, astronauts will need to make the most of everything they bring with them, even their garbage. This is where you come in. NASA is calling on inventors, entrepreneurs, students, and visionaries from around the globe to join the Lunar Recycle Challenge. The mission? Develop energy-efficient, low-mass, and low-impact recycling technologies. Teams who enter the challenge will compete for a chance to win cash prizes by coming up with novel solutions to transform space waste into usable products to support off-planet science and exploration. Your moon-minded innovations might also revolutionize the way we recycle and handle waste on our own planet, paving the way for sustainable living on the moon and on Earth. Together, let's make one astronaut's trash another's treasure.
Everybody was telling me about this girl. They said, you know, stay out of the way.
Poker has always been a game dominated by men, but in 2007, something unbelievable happened that would
Unbelievable.
Poker, I hardly even know her.
So, I don't know. You could enter. Enter here. 2 men.
I don't know.
1 man leaves.
Why can't they turn it into some sort of like fuel?
Yeah. Turd powered rockets. I don't know. Yeah, Matt Damon grew potatoes on Mars in poop bags, so one may never know.
And they keep with the potatoes too.
Last week we were talking about drinking urine. This week we're talking about eating potatoes grown in duty.
I had another urine one, but I didn't do it. It was some younger kids that were talking about the health benefits, and they have like little shot glass, little plastic shot glasses of it. They're drinking and talking about benefits, yada yada. Thought, yeah, I'm gonna skip this week.
Hugh the boy's been whacking in my tool shed.
Influencers blasted for urine drinking trends slammed as a health risk.
Darn. You know, it's a weird world when you can try to make drinking pee cool. Make people want to do it.
Like Adam Sandler. Everybody's cool that pees their pants.
Yeah, like I said last week, that one video. Hey, you want to leave work? You don't want to work today? Shit your pants. What are they going to do? Shit your pants.
Just crap their pants.
I'm sorry, I had a boo-boo.
Can you imagine, like, HR, whoever's face, like, you did what? You need to do what?
You
Get outta
did
here.
what? Yeah, get what? Oh, the smell.
No, you don't get a personal day for this. Just go, get out of here, leave the door open.
You heathen. You savage.
Like, why do you keep crapping yourself on a Friday?
Wait a minute, I see a trending pattern here. You shit your pants, you leave early, and then you go fishing. Yeah. Yeah, most people just don't want to work these days at all.
No, there was another article I had where there's a younger gentleman, student so scared of do-it-yourself that he paid a tradesman 180 pounds to change batteries. These kids are so sheltered and so screwed up now, they can't do this of tasks.
Yeah.
He paid to have the batteries changed in his carbon monoxide detector. He has anxiety when he has to talk about doing this and that. He don't want to talk on the phone. He's a hospitality worker. He says, he should have used COVID time to hone in on his skills, but he didn't. And now he's so used to using Amazon that he's less inclined to figure things out for himself, and that he outsources to other people.
I have adult male friends in their 40s, almost 50, that have never changed a tire on a car, don't have a clue how to do it. And Yeah, just that mind, it boggles my mind.
That age and you've never had to change a tire.
I know. I mean, I got a flat tire on one of my cars right now. You know, what am I going to do, man? You know, call the cavalry? No, I'm going to fix it.
My dad made sure before I would drive with anybody when I was like, before I was 16, if I was like 14, starting to drive with people, I had to know how to change tires. I had to know how to check oil. I had to know how to do very basic things to do with the car before
So
he
that's
would let
good.
me out with other people. And every time I get stuck and something happens, I thank him for doing that for
Yeah,
me when I was younger. Like, I appreciate the hell out of the fact he did all those things.
yeah. I mean, see, that's the kind of shit they should teach in school. Like,
Like
you
the
know,
auto shop and stuff again. The
yeah,
home ec.
auto shop, home ec, you know, carpentry, like, you know,
Trades.
trades, how to balance your checkbook,
Mm-hmm.
how to make a budget, you know, all that. They
Stuff
used to
you
teach that
really
in school,
need.
you know, and now the shit's more important, you know, to, you know,
Protest.
identify as a fucking cow and a, you know, have a litter box to go piss in at school. That's more important somehow than metal class or shop or
Like how you're going to take care of yourself.
yeah. Yeah, I saw one meme video. Guy gets stopped by the police and he's like, "Can I have your ID?" "That is my ID." "Sir, this is a collar." "Yes, I identify as a cat. I don't have human ID." It's like, all right.
Oh, you have to
If I-
sniff my butt. That's how cats do it. The cat's ID is in their anal glands. That's why a cat goes and smells under the cat's butt. They know the entire history of the cat, everything they've done, everything since babyhood. Like, that is the blueprint to the cat, is the butt. So you want to know my ID? Here's my ID.
See, I wouldn't make it as a cop nowadays.
No.
Because I'd just be like, okay, I'm calling the people in the long white coats and they're going to be coming to take you away.
Haha.
Because you ain't no damn cat. You may think you're a cat, and that's okay. But you ain't no damn cat.
And we're going to put you somewhere where you can sit there and hug yourself all day and rock back and forth all day and just be happy.
You, sir, are batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a friend of mine, this is a whole nother can of worms to get into, but a friend of mine sent me a video or tagged me in a video today of professional disc golf and this girl competing in the women's division got up to the tee pad and they announced her, you know, she got up there and then she was like, "I refuse to play because I'm standing up for women's rights," because there were some men that were playing in the women's division. Well, there were men that identified as women. They were going to play. And, you know, all that's fine and dandy, but there's a time and a place for it. And I don't think biological men should be participating in women's sports. That's just my opinion.
Like you heard about the fencing one, right?
Didn't hear about that one.
Mm.
But I don't know. That's a whole nother subject.
Yeah.
I'm for whatever people want to do, however they want to live their life. That's fine. I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care one way or another. But, you know, I have friends that their daughter made it, you know, to the Olympics and had to swim against a man. And of course, you know, who won? Yeah. So anyways, other than that, I got this video.
Yay!
This week's crystal of the week is iolite. What is iolite? Iolite, which is also known as corderite and also called a water sapphire, is found in Brazil, Madagascar, Burma, and India. It was first reported in 1807 by A.G. Werner. The name comes from the Greek word meaning violet. Due to one of the many vibrant colors iolite was first seen as containing. Other colors of iolite range from blue to brown to gray to green, yellow, and violet. Iolite has been referred to as the violet stone due to its healing and unlocking capabilities of the third eye and crown chakras. Some of the meanings and energy with iolite. Iolite is a stone that takes users on an inner path to their deep inner self. Iolite carries beautiful violet blue energy that activates and clears the third eye, allowing vision, communication, and awareness from higher vibrational dimensions. Many shamans use iolite in their rituals and meditation sessions for not only the inner journey it brings, but also because of its healing properties. Iolite strengthens the connection between the third eye and the heart, helping to heal old wounds that are weighing on one's chest. Iolite is a stone that changes users by bringing you to areas that you've once feared and pushing you forward, attempting to dispel that said fear. Iolite will help to awaken psychic abilities we all possess, showing us our true past life experiences. Iolite also works well with many stones depending on which individual is in search of. Lastly, iolite has been known to have healing effects on the physical body. It will assist you in quitting negative addictions, mental and physical. For people who struggle with alcoholism, the stone is highly recommended. It supports detoxification and regeneration of the liver, while also killing off bad bacteria. Lastly, iolite alleviates fevers, headaches, and migraines. I need to get some. Some good crystal pairings. It comes to users desiring monetary success. Iolite works well with peridot, citrine, hematite, jet, and garnet. These stones will help users ground themselves while working with iolite. This is highly recommended due to the strength of the iolite's vibrations. Some users who are new to working with iolite will occasionally have issues of feeling out of body, so carrying a grounding stone with you is highly recommended. For added spiritual protection, black tourmaline or black moonstone will also keep you guarded the best while working with iolite. On the hardness scale, it is a 7 from a 0 to a 10. Its elements are wind. Zodiac signs are Sagittarius, Libra, and Taurus. And it aligns with Saturn. Some of its properties are psychic abilities, dreams, communications, meditation, past lives, cleansing, attunement, higher self, inner vision, attunement with higher realms, communication with higher realms, self-healing, and lastly, lucid dreaming. So there you go, a little about this week's crystal of the week, iolite. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with another crystal video soon. Bye-bye. So there you go. There you have it. A little bit about iolite. I need to get some if it helps with headaches, because man, I've had a headache. I've got one right now that's kicking my ass. I've had one for the last few days. Got rid of it, and now it came back.
I can't get back into your old city vlogs. Like earlier, I noticed there was another old city vlogs, but it was GGS. But now I'm typing it in because it knocked me out, and city, I can't get it.
What, you can't open the YouTube page?
Yeah. I can't like search you.
I'm incognito. Who knows? I may have said a bad word and they might have knocked me out. No, it says we're live.
Oh, and yeah, but when I pull it up, it's like, well, they're not there.
Hmm.
I'll try to go the other way.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's up on my end. That's what he said.
But if you type it in, I click the link and then it pulls it up. I go open app so I can type. But when I just type your name into my search, it just pulls up like a whole tile of a bunch of, oh, well, it says my YouTube has to update. Maybe that's why. Thank you, Debbie. I do have the link. It's just something funny when I'm trying to manually do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Damn it.
What's up, Gabby?
Hey, Gary. But thank you, Debbie. It's always something.
You've had one every day for like 2 weeks? Yeah, me too. I used to have headaches all the time and they went away, and I haven't had a headache in like a year or two. And now, man, the last week or so has just been kicking my ass.
It's because all the stuff going on.
Yeah. All that crazy shit they're trying to make us breathe. Well, not that they're trying, they are doing it. Yeah, the other day, I meant to send you a picture the other day of the sky. It was like not a cloud in the sky. And then, like, within an hour or two later, there had to be like 50 or more, like, streams, like crisscross, look like somebody did like a woven thing in the sky.
Yeah, like a plaid pattern or tic-tac-toe pattern.
Yeah. Strange that my head started hurting after all that, right?
And also, when they go to fluff it out, that's radio frequency. And so the frequency, I've told you about the testing I did to show how sensitive I am to EMF and all that, but I have another article on a man who is like extremely sensitive to EMF. And he'll just start going into like these fits of rage and such.
Sounds like me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I used to go into fits of rage in this one area in the house. I'm like, why am I always angry in this one pocket in the house?
Yeah, there was when I used to go to this haunted antique store downtown. I've been a couple places like this. There's the haunted antique store, and there's the graveyard that's right down the road from my house. But the haunted antique store, if I would go over to the right side of the building, there was a place where you could walk like underneath the staircase. And if I was over there, I would be like ready to puke in a bucket. I'd be totally fine. I'd go to that part of this building and I would just get like super nauseous. And it used to be the same with the graveyard here for the longest time. If I went over to the right side of the graveyard, I would like be puking. Weird. Be totally fine. Feel totally fine. Go over to the right side of the graveyard, and next thing you know, I'm like wanting to puke last week's breakfast up. Yeah, old DeSantis, man, cracking down on those geo weather people and chemtrails. You know, all that shit's a conspiracy theory, though. It's not real, is it? But he's going to make a law saying you can't do it. It's still, though, I was reading that, and it's still kind of sketchy. It's like you have to be permitted to do it now. You can't just do it. I don't see how you can just do it in the first place. Like if I just had a shitload of money, could I load up some planes and go spray a bunch of shit in the sky for everybody to breathe? I don't think so.
Unless you got caught by certain people.
Yeah.
Mexico got angry because we had researchers out here that would go to the border and go into Mexico and then do it over there. And so they're mad. They're like, oh no, you can't come over here and do that. And they actually were like banning that kind of research. Well, the other day when I was reading about the water treaty that we have with them, because we were going to say we're not sending them like whatever 1 million something water from our Colorado River. They're supposed to send us like 3.5 million gallons from the Rio Grande or whatever their water supply. Like we have this water trade-off. And they weren't giving us what they're supposed to give us. So we said, we're not going to give you what we give you until you do that. Well, because they have like really, really bad drought. So I started thinking, I wonder, you know, because they're ones that have banning it is very, very loosely used. I looked it up, and sure, 2023, they started to rethink that and decide to maybe do cloud seeding and such to help with like their drought situation and all that. So I think Mexico has changed their stance on the seeding programs. And what they do is they actually use other people's licenses. That's how they get away with it. There'll be one jet that is under a hex dynamic or a no-call sign, and then they escort like a Cessna plane or whatever, or another jet that is equipped with the stuff, and it's somebody else's license and all that, and they escort them as they go and spray it, and they keep trickling it down that way to make it harder and harder to find exactly who's doing the spraying. But you can also look online at the permits and everything and see who's asking for the permits and what the reasons for the permits are and yada yada. Counties, everything.
Yeah.
But I'm just so glad RFK is working with Dane from Geoengineering Watch on all this.
Yeah, I don't know. People don't seem to care about that. People don't seem to care about the shit that Bill Gates does, you know. People don't seem to care about, you know, the shit they're doing with the weather and the shit they're spraying and, you know, making everybody breathe. But everybody's sure pissed off at fucking Elon Musk, you know. But
Yeah.
real shit that, will kill you, nobody seems to worry about that.
Mm-mm.
It's like how did Bill Gates become the person he is to dictate world matters and world health shit? He's not a fucking doctor,
Like our whole climate,
Yeah.
climate crisis.
I mean, he flat out says, that
Because he has
we need to depopulate the planet. That means kill your ass.
Well, he said that a while
Exactly.
ago too, and he says we have to do something so big that it like, oh gosh, I can't remember what it was, like shocks the people into it, or I don't remember the exact words, but it was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I can't believe you just said that.
Yeah. Yeah. Special power. The Excedrin migraine usually works wonders for me, but man, it ain't doing nothing. I took a exactly, Gary. I'm with you. Yeah. I took some allergy medicine earlier and it ain't working either. My headache's gotten worse. Probably this bright ass ring light in my face probably isn't helping matters, but what are you going to do, right?
Just bitch about it till something gets done about it, I guess.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh well.
How come my little 100? Oh, there it goes. What was that above us?
Well, I guess we're gonna stick with the old Restream. It seems to be working pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had some good edibles, I would eat one tonight for sure.
Mm-hmm. Good night, Deborah.
And my damn battery in this just clunked out. Do you still hear me?
Uh-huh.
Because my camera's frozen.
Yeah, you're frozen, but at least you're in a good position.
Yeah, I have my finger in my nose.
You're not like,
Look like I'm honking a Dugan.
so what crystal should I get for my birthday? It's next month. I gotta think about it. And I'm all about like happy heart chakra, happy, crown, and third eye. Those are three that I focus on the most, but I need something special that speaks to me. It can even be, I was thinking about like this Larimar, if that's how you say it. I can't remember the heart that looks like the
Larimar, yeah.
that looks like the Caribbean. Even if it's like a bracelet, that's the smaller diameter beads. I might want to get like, they might be a little priced, maybe like 50 around there for something like that. But that would be something I would like. I don't really have any blue like that. Make you smack a bitch. A face like a UFC fighter ready to smack a bitch. He's so good, make me want to smack your mama. I really need a special crystal.
So what do you
Here.
want like properties to be?
To do with crown, heart, or third eye. Self love, like heart healing, relaxing, just intuition and clarity kind of thing. Help me maybe with take care of things I gotta take care of that I've been putting off.
Do you have any of that Mangano calcite?
I do
all?
know.
That's a cool one.
Malgano.
And Mangano, I don't know exactly how you pronounce it. Mangano. Mangano calcite. It's the stuff that like turns bright like pink under a UV light.
Oh, yeah.
But it promotes inner peace, compassion, pure love, joy, self-healing vibrations. It's a true healer of the heart, one able to push forward through any lingering trauma or pain that may have gone unresolved. Yeah, it's a good healing stone. Let's see, how do you say it?
Mangano calcite.
Mangano calcite.
Mangano calcite.
Yeah, this is the most valued energy this mineral gives off is that of self-comfort and love. One will slowly learn to become more comfortable with themselves and who they are each day. Mangano calcite shows one type of person they truly are shows who they truly are once all the layers of yourself are peeled back. Becoming familiar with your true self is a gateway for one to find complete and pure happiness. Reset your heart space. It's a good stone to meditate with. Yeah, I've got a couple of chunks of it here. Yeah, it does say, sadly, any type of pink calcite sold on the market today is labeled Mangano calcite, making it very hard to acquire this mineral. We recommend buying from a safe supplier or a trusted storefront. Most Mangano calcite on the market comes from Romania, Peru, Bulgaria, Mexico, Madagascar, Russia, Australia, and Japan. And yeah, it's a heart chakra stone. Yeah, I thought I had. Oh, well, looky there.
What you get, what you get.
I do have some gummies.
Oh, you do? Yeah. Yes, Sugar Light's good stuff. I got a little bit of that. I got a little bit of Moon.
I'm
I have-
still frozen.
I have Pink Moonstone, Peach Moonstone, Rainbow Moonstone, Regular Moonstone, Moonstone I found on the beach. I've got my Lepidite on my wrist, on my ring. Those are some of my favorites. Oh, no. There you are. I think it takes like a long time for them to expire, though. And it's like if they've been opened or not. And I think it depends like what kind of edible it is. Are you frozen again? I'm drunk in 100 milligram edibles plus 28. Damn, a 28 ounce prime rib. I just ate a year-old weed cookie. Hope it helps. Was it in your freezer? Does it have that weed smell? Did you eat the prime rib before the 100 milligrams edibles? That's as high as they let us go in California now. Like, no matter what bag you buy, it's got to be 100 milligrams total. Because they say in case, like, children or dogs get into it. But it used to be a lot different. Right, on Ulrich. Ah. Well, regardless, you're in heaven. Where did Rob go? I guess, is this the end? Do we have to say to all our company, MICKEYMOUSE? What's the goodnight song? I don't want to do Disney. They suck. There's Rob. I don't hear you talking. There you go.
My computer's fighting me tonight, man. My camera's freezing. My mic's turning me off.
It needs to be turning you on.
Exactly. I just ate this gummy, so hopefully that works. Just remembered, I was like, wait a minute. I don't know how old they are. But they still taste like lemon gumdrops.
Yeah. They were still like in the wrappers and everything.
Well, they're in a bag, but they're big old chunkers.
Ah, they'll be fine.
They taste good.
If anything, maybe they get better with time.
Maybe. Like wine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a sealed cookie? Yeah, it's probably good. Yes, Mercury just ended on the 7th. In fact, I think all are about to go direct here any second now. And Neptune is a big one. 125 years ago was the last time. And it was in this position. And that's when we had our Civil War. But Neptune, I think I said it last week. I've been posting a lot about it. So if you look at the Neptune posts I have, to go along with what the new moon was right before it, there's a lot. It's like a whole new era, a whole new game with Neptune changing. So a lot of things might be changing for the better for people. And look up like your personal horoscopes along with it. Like look at what the Neptune means, and then look at the different things that it means for you personally. And it can be a really good roadmap to help you maneuver what this next year is going to be like.
There you go.
You already look happy and calm. How did that happen? I wouldn't have spent $50. No way. Oh, you be calling rolling Jamie out of there.
Didn't you do like 1,000 milligrams one night?
Something like that. Because I ordered like 10 packs, right?
Yeah.
It was the strips too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like a strip. That was a good time.
Yeah.
You made sure I made it home safe. Like, let me know when you get through the front door.
Yeah. Wow. Well, cool. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. I'm going to go lay my happy ass in the bed.
Ooh, and put something on and just chill, smile, cuddle up with the pup. I'm going to go on a walk and smoke, and then I'm going to come back and maybe play a little bit on my Sims, and then lay in bed and watch some TV. Next week's my oral surgery. But we'll still have a Weird Wednesday beforehand. And I might be a little funky on a Jason show if he has one that Sunday, but I'll be all right. By Wednesday, it might just be a little bit weird.
There you go. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. And yeah, we'll probably see you Sunday for Paranormal Soup. And until then, I bid you fair adieu.